And here we go. Denmark and Lithuania coming onto the field for the second semi-final of the plate. And the winner of this game will be coming up against Cyprus. Lithuania against Denmark. Lithuania attacking from left to right. Denmark in the red jerseys, you can see them in the little huddle. And we are ready. This should be a nice strong game. I haven't seen any big stars in this Belgian team, in this Lithuanian team, and not in this Netherlands team. And second semi-final of the plate, ready to be kicked off, and the ref kicks the ball. And the ball goes straight out, free kick in the middle of the field for Lithuania. And let's see if they can make the big difference from the go.
Yeah, and on our linesman on our side is Rafi Baum once again, old ex-rugby player, as you can see him now.
And also replacement ball boy.
Yeah, and his American football style.
He should stay for rugby.
Stick to rugby.
Stick to rugby. He can never pass anyway. He's playing the ball patiently, looking for that gap to open. Trying to attack, trying to pull in those players from Denmark. Quick ruck by the Denmark. Good counter ruck.
The ball's out. Yep.
And penalty for Lithuania players coming in from the side. Quick tap, trying to get the ball cross field as fast as possible to open those gaps. Denmark not bringing the player down to ground. That's one thing you do see in sevens, players trying to stay on their feet.
Yeah, just hugging and not trying to actually pull the player down.
In 15s, you want to bring the player down, create that ruck, try compete for the ball. In 7s, you want to stay on your feet. And in defense, you want to slow down the other team. That's a big difference. And one thing you don't see here in that you see in 15s is kicking.
Yeah. Trying not to kick it. Yeah, all balls in.
Penalty for Lithuania, no bounding in the scrum.
Yeah.
Quick tap. Long throw off the field. The gap appears, and it's through. Has he got the support?
Yep.
Right through. Big tackle by Denmark on the try line, close to the try line.
And
hustling onto the ball. Denmark taking their rucks. They have to spread the ball wide.
All the way, swing it.
And long pass, and there's one-on-one for that number 11 from Denmark. Good attack, good defense. And that's a player I saw yesterday, and I thought it was that Denmark number 1. He had a nice game yesterday. And hopefully we'll see some tries from him. He's a speedster, that little boy.
Adam Rosenberg.
Great try there, boy. Great try.
Ethan Humphries walking by on stand right now. He gave him a nice high five for that beautiful try after coming in.
Ball's out.
Lithuania taps the ball. That's also another thing you don't see in 15s. Very fast played. Not a lot of time to make the difference. 1-on-1, tries to hand off the number 1 Denmark player, but the Denmark player does not wait for the thing. Quick pass back in, and penalty for Lithuania again. A lot of penalties for Denmark. That could cost them the game. Long passing up the field. He should have passed to the number 2, standing by himself.
No, ball's gone forward.
And the ref's going to give the knock on for Denmark.
Yeah, ball gone
Scrum in, Denmark ball. 5 yards from the try line.
Yeah, you can see the player saying, "I had the open line." Number 2.
Well, the next game to watch is next game coming up is a game to watch. Poland against Netherlands. Very good teams on both sides. Netherlands losing today for the first time against Moldavia, and Poland also losing only 1 game. Very strong teams, very professional teams, and that game will start at 2:40.
Yeah, well, as you guys are watching, it's the ice bar. all the guys who are cooling down after the games, getting ready for the next games.
Why can't we be sitting in our spots?
Yeah, well, we've got to play a bit of rugby to sit in a nice spot.
That is true.
Okay, swing ball down.
Swing the ball from side to side.
Just about speed.
Now with speed on. Nice offload. One-on-one. Can he make it through? And it's through. Good defense. And here comes the ball. Number 14 from Denmark. Trying to double pass. He's on his own. Here comes support on the inside. Number 6 from Denmark to score the try. Jensen Jonah. Beautiful try in the middle of the field. And that's the first try of the game for Denmark. And that will make a big difference for Lithuania, who did control the game for the first 4 minutes of the game.
And just haven't fallen asleep for 2 minutes.
Lithuania, who controlled the game for the first 4 minutes, have just conceded a try. And Denmark are 7 points up. 7 points up. 7-0. Denmark over Lithuania.
Referee's looking for the ball.
The ball boys aren't doing their job very good.
Okay, people asking for food in the background.
People asking and so who wants food?
Oh, we have an open chip knocked forward.
That is unlucky from the Lithuanian player. And we're going to have a knock on. Scrum, Denmark ball. It looks like Lithuania controlled the game. But it's 2 small mistakes, and that's what costs the game. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
That will make you the game. And you see the referee warming up on the sideline, ready for the next half. Next game. He does have a big game to ref. First semi-final coming up for the cup.
Okay. Ball out. Ball out.
5 minutes over. Just under 2 minutes left for the first half. And Denmark are up 37.
13-7, yeah.
2 tries?
No.
1 try. The scoreboard over there shows 13-0, but it looks there was only 1 try for Denmark. Meanwhile,
1 try been scored up to now, yeah.
There's a big mistake on the scoreboard, but still. Tries to get around the player. That number 1 from Denmark showing very good tackling skills. Slowing down the players nicely. Denmark not putting numbers into the rucks, letting Lithuania make their own mistakes. Bring the ball wide.
All the way down the end.
All the way to the end. Denmark mistackles the player. Lithuania keep on pushing forward and foot out of bound, and looks like it's going to be a line out.
Yeah, they're tackling high and going for the ball, not trying to take the player down.
That's a big difference that you want to see in 7s. You want to slow down the player, try to rip the ball out. And in 15s, you do want to stop the player and try with the ball on the ground. Here, if you don't bring the player down fast, he will pass the ball out. Doesn't look very straight. Ref plays straight on. Lets the game go. Ball around. He's going to try to go around the player. Oh, gap nearly appears in the middle. Rips the ball out. Player not letting go.
Not letting go of the player on the floor, and hence.
And
on the side, they're number 13 complaining a bit. Coming in from the side, more or less.
Refs standing on the 10-yard line. Standard of the refs today have been in this tournament have been excellent.
Giving full control of the game.
They don't let the players do any mistakes.
Yeah, well. Now we've been talking to the commentators here before. I asked if we were talking a bit of rugby or just about rugby altogether. No. For general knowledge, we're talking about the games at hand, not the games that in the past, and not the history of the Israeli rugby union.
You have a history?
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah. And Israeli youth.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're having a break now, 7-0.
Half time, 7-0. Denmark, 7 points up. Lithuania controlling the game for the first half. And you can see the people sitting around having a bite. We'll be back in a second to see the second half of Denmark versus Lithuania. Coming up next is the first semi-final for the Cup. Poland against Netherlands. That should be a brilliant game. And the final game of this round at 3 o'clock will be Belgium against Moldova. Moldova who beat Netherlands this morning, and Belgium unbeaten yet in this tournament. That's going to be a game to watch. Belgium looking like the top team to beat right now. People in the crowd settling in. bringing the babies and children. That's one thing you don't see in other sports. Beautiful day here at Wingate.
Yeah, lovely Israeli ladies around.
Can't hear you if you don't speak into your microphone.
Anyway, they seem to be talking rugby, it looks like, those two ladies.
Yeah.
A lot of rugby.
A lot of rugby.
Yeah.
A lot of rugby. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we've got to have
Rugby. What are you talking about? Chopping. Second half on the way.
Seems to be very happy. I wonder if he knows this on TV. Well, we can't see the widescreen here, so maybe he's not looking at it.
No. Second half on the way. 7 points up for Denmark. Refs plays, says knock, ball went back. Good rucking over there for Lithuania. Let's see if they can keep on the control of the game and scoring tries this time. They did control the first half, but they didn't score any tries. Long ball out, that's unlucky. Pass forward and a knock on. And looks like the Lithuanian number 2 had a knock to his head. He's playing with the net.
And his arm.
Looks like he's got a knock on the back of his head.
Yeah, well, he seems to be having fun.
In front of his head, but he's still having fun.
That's what I thought about rugby.
Yeah, knocks and bruises are part of rugby. Nothing you can do about it.
I'm going to check on the internet to see if there's any questions. Maybe we can answer you guys.
Okay, Denmark coming, getting the ball out of the scrum. Back to the wing, a quick wing of very speedster. Breaking through one tackle, breaking through another tackle. Slightly over the shoulders, but the ref plays on. Line out, Lithuania ball. Quick line out to the number 2. And the ref stops doesn't let the game go on the line out.
I think he's waiting for the form. Line out has form, enough players there to have a proper line out.
That is true. Okay, second half of this second semi-final for the plate, and Denmark are up 7-0. Line out, Lithuania. Free kick to Denmark. Ref not signaling why he's giving the line out. The free kick. Play on for Denmark. Bad passing.
Going backwards.
And good pressure by Lithuania. Good composure by that number 12 by Denmark. Not a very good kick. And Lithuania with the counter attack. A gap appears right in the middle. 1-on-1. Good support for Lithuania. He's going to try, has to try go around the player. Good ruck in the middle of the field. Quick ball coming out of that ruck. Little chip over the top. Will it be a good bounce? It is unlucky. Advantage Denmark. Pressure. And will the Denmark team control this ball? Players coming in from the side. The ref blows it up. And quick tap by Denmark. Doesn't look like they were 10 yards back. Ref says play on. Denmark counter-attacking. Ball going right down the middle. Goes through one player. 2-man tackle. One on the ball, one on the tackle. And that's beautiful tackling by Lithuania.
Cover and counteract. There we go.
And he threw looking for the support, nothing there. Beautiful. And the gap's open and he threw all the way. He should go all the way. And he's being chased by that number 22. And that's number 2 from Denmark, scoring the try under the posts.
Oh, well. 12.
Robertson, Anders, and it looks like it's...
Second try for Denmark. 12-0 Denmark versus Lithuania.
$12 for Denmark. They're looking very composed right now and very safe on the ball. They're waiting for Lithuania to make the mistakes and scoring tries. Lithuania controlling the game but not coming through with the points.
Yeah, just to give you a bit of numbers, having this game being streamed through the internet, there's approximately 15,000 people
who have viewed this stream. Yeah, beautiful. It's beautiful for people. Hopefully we want to see these people coming to the field. Yeah, not enough people room for all these 15,000. Some of them could be overseas. Yeah, but still it's nice to see that people are coming to watch the game in the field. Lithuanian player trying to break the tackle, and here comes the support. The number 1 from Lithuania, 1-on-1, passing wide, and the ref calls a forward pass. That is unlucky. Oh, well. Lithuania controlling the game and making those mistakes on the end.
Yep. That's causing the game 12-0.
Okay. Just under 3 minutes left on the game. just over 2 minutes there, I'm sorry. Just over 2 minutes left on the game. Ref calls time. Changes on the Denmark side and on the Lithuanian side. Players coming up.
Referee's joining the game.
Referee's reffing play on. Scrum, Denmark ball on the 10-yard line.
Ball out.
Ball's out, pressure by Lithuania. Number 13 picks up the ball and starts running. Quick ruck by Lithuania, Paul pops out. Bad pass left, but good pick up by number, across the field, one-on-one. Support comes in, number 12 on by himself.
This guy's support's coming in, rucking, ball out.
Quick ruck by Lithuania. And ball's going from side to side. That is beautiful. And the player's on by himself, breaks one tackle, gets through another, and scores a try in the corner and tries to Lithuania. 12-5. And that could be a game changer for Lithuania. They have controlled the game meanwhile. And now they're starting to put points on the board. That means they can score more tries. All they need is just patience and going through. Swedish team walking under the bench right now.
Still smiling. And
still smiling. They have gone into the finals of the
cup.
Of the bowl. What do I call it? Bowl. And 2 minutes left on the game. Just under 2 minutes left on the game for Denmark against Lithuania. Lithuania showing more composure. They've had control of this game, but Denmark scoring the points. Penalty, taking the play in the air, and penalty for Denmark. Denmark have to control this last minute and a half, so Lithuania don't score tries, because Lithuania have controlled the game but haven't brought points on the board. Kicks the ball out, penalty just off the halfway line.
Ball boy's doing his job.
Ball boy should put his head on his head, else he's going to be dehydrated. He's a big boy, plays for, what is it, juniors?
The Runner Roosters.
That's not straight.
Good, but I mean,
but Lithuania come away from the ball with the ball. Looks like he nearly passed in that line out to the fly half, but still. Bit of a scramble in the rucks. Ball comes out for Lithuania. Again, Lithuania controlling the ball. Let's see if they can bring another try out of it. And running right through the middle, right in the middle of the field, scoring a try. That is a fantastic run for Lithuania.
Because if, with the conversion,
that should draw out the game.
That should be 12-12.
That should be 12-all, and there's 30 seconds left on the clock. And they should afterwards, if there's no points, should go for sudden death, isn't it?
I think they have a bit of an overtime. I don't know how long, but yeah.
They have about 2 minutes overtime and go for sudden death. First team who scores, I think it's sudden death. We should go and find out.
12-all.
Well, it looks like we're going into.
Looks like we're going to go into overtime. They have to have a win in this team. Even if Denmark can score now, that could be game over for Lithuania. Denmark will be playing in the next round, or the winner of this team will be playing in the next round against Cyprus. And they will be tied. And the ref calls on the fourth knock, and it's going into overtime.
Okay, now
and it's going to have overtime right now, and the ref going to call the captain into the middle to toss the coin.
תוצאת סיום 12-12, אנחנו הולכים לאוברטיים, הערכה.
Good comeback for Lithuania in this game.
Yeah, fantastic comeback.
They have controlled most of the game, and they just had to score those tries.
Yeah, well, hopefully they can keep it up and come through.
Okay, going into overtime, we're trying to find, we asked somebody to find out if it's sudden death or not. But it looks like going to be 2 or 3 minutes half each half.
Each way.
Each way.
Each way, and that's it.
And we're waiting for an answer on the sudden death or not.
תוצאת סיום 12-12, אנחנו הולכים להערכה. אוברטיים. הערכה 5 דקות, או מי שעושה נקודות ראשון.
Yep. Here comes the confirmation. It's going to be 5 minutes this half. It's 5 minutes overtime.
Yeah.
But whoever scores first wins and game over. Could be a penalty, could be a conversion, could be a penalty kick conversion, or a try. Whatever comes first. Any points on the field will win this game. And Lithuania have got the edge. They have controlled the game.
Yeah, well, when you're down 12-0 and come back in 12-0, there's a good chance they might come back.
Well, Lithuania have got the momentum. The Denmark had the points, and here comes the Danish with the attack. Good tap back, and it looks like Denmark have controlled the ball back off the kickoff into overtime, and they look tired in this hot, hot day.
Okay, we got 3 on 2.
3 on 2, and the number 11 runs sideways. Bad pass. Ball's going to roll out. Ball's still in play, and it's a knock-on advantage to Lithuania. Penalty for offsides after the knock-on. That is a nice rule. If you use the knock-on in an offside position, you can't pick up the ball.
Agreed. Well, this is a chance.
Bit too far for a drop kick to try for posts. Lithuania quickly tap, go on the attack into the Danish. Long pass out. Lithuania spread nicely all over the field.
Not looking.
Gap appears in the middle, and this.
Says it. Nah.
Yeah.
Crossing. Yeah.
Touch just calls it back for the ref, saying crossing, and it's Denmark ball on the 10-yard, on their own 10-yard line. Denmark tapped the ball. 1 minute into overtime, and Denmark are attacking. Bad pass. Miscommunication to the Danish side, and it's going to be a Lithuania line out. Lithuania and Denmark look tight on the field. Player down in the middle of the field. Looks like it's a muscle. Looks like a pulled muscle, and they're going to have to take him off the field.
We're told to get off by the referee, wasting time.
Yeah, number 13 from Lithuania has been replaced right now. Well, straight after this game, we've got Poland against Netherlands. Already, they're standing by the side of the field, in the waiting to come on. They should have started the game by now.
Well, they're going to stand in the shade.
They're standing in the shade, drinking some water, keeping themselves hydrated. Netherlands, I think, one of my favorite teams for this tournament. My own favorites. They've played nice rugby. Showed a lot of composure and a lot of passion. Good lineup for Lithuania.
Yeah, keep eyes
long pass down to the middle of the field. One-on-one tackling, beautiful. Denmark tried to rip the ball out.
Going straight to Durant. Complaining a bit to the referee, getting an extra 10 meters does help sometimes.
Do a chip over the top. Left sees the bounce is favourable. Will the ball stop in the try line? And added a try. Beautiful try for Denmark, and that takes them into the finals of the plate. And Denmark will be playing in the next round against Cyprus. What do you think their chances against Cyprus?
I think Cyprus have been playing fantastic rugby. I'd put my money at the moment on Cyprus.
You put your money on Cyprus. Okay, I agree with Terry 100%. And that will be an interesting game. And that game, Denmark-Cyprus, will be at 10:05 this evening. And Croatia will be playing Lithuania at 4:30. And the next game, first semi-final of the Cup, Poland, Netherlands. Following that, we've got Belgium. Meanwhile, unbeaten in this tournament against Moldova, who came out with a big win against Holland today, who brought them into this final cup. And we'll be back in just over 30 seconds for the next game. The teams are already lined up on the side of the field.